Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashlee Martinez, and we're going to be doing a presentation that I like to call, Would You Like Fries with That? An Obesity Epidemic. Now, I'm sure everyone here has seen the movie Super Size Me, right? Yes?
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't, the summary is a healthy young vegan man by the name of Morgan Spurlock experimented with his own body in order to see the disastrous effects of fast food on the human form. After a month of eating nothing but McDonald's, Morgan suffered from a 13% gain in body mass, cholesterol levels of 230, rapid mood changes, and embarrassing sexual inadequacy. He was unable to complete the program after being told by a medical professional that he was going to die if he continued on the current diet. Thankfully, Morgan was able to quit and return his body slowly back to the healthy shape it once was in, but this happy ending isn't always the case for millions of our fellow Americans. Left untreated, obesity will surpass smoking as the main cause of preventable death. Between the ruthless marketing, placement of restaurants in low-income neighborhoods and near schools, massive portion sizes riddled with fat and carbohydrates, and more than 46 million people eating out at only McDonald's daily, fast food has easily gone from a once-in-a-while treat to one of those most menacing killers in the country. So, first point of interest is ingredients in fast food. They're a far cry from what Americans should be shoveling into their mouths on a daily basis. We all know this. And although the speed in which we receive our food is convenient, the shocking amount of harmful ingredients should more than sway the average consumer's decision, correct? That's what we would think. Wrong. For example, here's an example of an average meal, not including fries or drink. A burrito from one of the most popular fast food chains in the country, Del Taco, is a staggering 1,010 calories. Just the burrito alone, with 44 grams of fat, 82 grams of carbohydrates. Considering that the average woman needs an average of 2,000 calories to maintain her current body weight, and the average man needs around 2,500 calories daily to maintain his weight, this burrito alone accounts for more than half of one's daily caloric needs without add-ons, such as the fries and sodas, as previously mentioned. Still, despite these staggering facts, millions of Americans still choose fast food because of its time-saving qualities, which has certainly not gone unnoticed by the fast food corporations in America. Due to America's fondness for food on the go, fast food restaurants have begun cropping up more and more around schools and businesses, satisfying the needs of local Americans, but also further fueling the obesity epidemic. According to studies by the prestigious Harvard School of Public Health, the average working adult spends 1/4 of their lives at their place of employment. During this time, they have open availability to many snack foods and vending machines and in cafeterias. Coupled with high stress and limited exercise, obesity runs rampant in the average workplace. Our public school systems are no better. Fast food restaurants have made camp alongside many of our educational establishments, and when the bell for lunch tolls, the foods may be fast, but the consequences on our youth health is dire. The U.S. Department of Agriculture found that students who did not participate in their sponsored school breakfast program often reached out to competitive junk food sources found outside of the school, such as McDonald's, Burger King, the like. According to another study conducted by Columbia University and University of California, Berkeley, a fast food restaurant within a 500-foot radius of the school can lead to an increase in the obesity rate at the particular school of up to 5%. Christopher Carpenter, a local PhD, goes on to state that schools within 1/2 mile of a fast food restaurant were less likely to eat more fruits and vegetables, drank more soda, and were more likely to be overweight or obese than children going to a school that was not within close proximity to a fast food establishment. On average, any American child, whether Caucasian, African American, or Hispanic, watch an average of over 10 food-related ads every day, which is nearly 4,000 a year. That's a lot of TV. And fast food marketing starts targeting children as young as 2 years old. In 2009 alone, African American youth viewed 50% more ads from McDonald's than Caucasian children, and African American teens viewed 75% more advertisements from KFC than white teens. So in conclusion, it is evident that fast food has a large part in the obesity epidemic plaguing the country. Between the ruthless advertising, location placement, and toxic ingredients, it's not long before the average American is extinct and replaced with a fatty, disease-ridden ghost of their former selves. Thank you, and do we have any questions? Yes?
Why is fast food considered to be linked to obesity?
Well, according to the Harvard School of Public Health, fast food contains high amounts of sodium, sugar, and preservatives to accommodate the speed expected from the title. Because of this, the cooks do not have proper time to prepare healthy foods and instead opt for frying, which is one of the fastest ways to prepare food. But the oils, high fat contents, and sugars and carbohydrates packed into each meal often soar over the normal daily limit needed for the average human, which, coupled with inadequate exercise, naturally leads to obesity. Thank you. Anyone else?
Many people in the media are learning to embrace bigger frames and more curves. Why should America worry about extinguishing obesity and preventing it for our youth?
Thank you, ma'am. Well, I can say easily that losing weight and stopping obesity is about so much more than clothing size. Being overweight or obese can lead to many serious health issues, such as diabetes, heart disease, and even death. According to the CDC, yearly a whopping 300,000 people die in obesity-related death. Those who have a BMI of 30 or higher have a 50 to 100% chance of early death compared to those who are healthy weight, like yourself. More than 80% of people that have diabetes more than 80% of people that have diabetes are either overweight or obese, have sleeping apnea, asthma, or even arthritis. Obesity is also linked to certain types of cancer such as colon, kidney, prostate, endometrial, and breast. If you'll direct your attention to the bar graph on the screen, in a minute, we can see mortality cancer rates due to obesity gathered from research put on by the National Cancer Society. This bar graph shows body mass index, which you'll find here on the side, in correlation to the mortality rate in America of obese individuals. The National Cancer Institute states that the higher an individual's BMI, body mass index is, which is here, the higher the risk of death due to diseases and bodily strain brought on by obesity. Notice that anyone's BMI that is above 30, their risk of death drastically raises. And they have a much higher death rate than those shown with lower BMIs, as you can see there. Any other questions? All right, thank you very much for your time.